YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in South Georgia. No mowing, no landscaping, no cutting trees, no any of that today. So I want to be right up front with you. This is Truck Talk, and I want to talk about bivocational careers. Bivocational careers. A lot of people are bivocational, meaning that you have, I guess, technically bi means two, like a bicycle, got two wheels. It means you got two careers, two jobs, whatever you want to call it. I guess some people could be trivocational. But anyway, what it's like being bivocational. For years, I served in some sort of, responsible ministry capacity while I worked a full-time job, a regular, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, whatever. My first 5 years of being a pastor of a church, I was what was considered a bivocational pastor, meaning that I had another full-time job. Now, the shoe's a little bit on the other foot for me now because I'm technically, the church I serve is a full-time position. They pay me well, and but I have a lot of flexibility with my schedule, and so I started doing some lawn care on the side. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. I'm actually on the way to the doctor this morning. Got to go get some blood work, man. But there's nothing wrong with being, now I'm saying bivocational. What we're talking about is having a full, in this context, is having a full-time job and then doing something on the side. Some people call it a side hustle, a side job, whatever terminology you want to use there. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Ladies, guys, if that's what you want, okay? If having 10 accounts and doing them on the side is what you want for your business, then that's great. You don't have to look around at the person that's got 2 trucks on the road, 2 big enclosed trailers, a dump trailer, a skid steer, and got all of this other kind of stuff, and go, man, that's I don't have all that. Well, if you're doing this on the side, you probably don't need all of that. I'm wanting to buy a little subcompact tractor. Been wanting to buy one for a year. Either like a little 1025R or the BX, 2330 or whatever it is, or even looked at the little LS, looked at the Massey Ferguson 1723 or whatever it is. The subcompact, little small, lawn tractor on steroids. And I've been looking at one of them, definitely want the bucket on the front and the backhoe on the back. But here's the deal, I hadn't bought one. And the reason I hadn't bought one is because I don't have the time. I don't have the time for it to pay for itself. Now, there's no question in my mind the work is around here for it to pay for itself. But again, I have a full-time job. Lawn care is on the side. It's my part-time deal, and I love ministry, love pastoring a church, serving the people. At this stage in life, that's what I'm called to do. I believe I'm called to do it, in the capacity that I'm doing it in. One day, maybe that changes. Maybe one day the Lord moves me to some smaller church that can't afford to have a full-time pastor, and then this becomes kind of my primary income, and then I just take whatever the church can afford to pay, and if that time comes, that's fine too. But there's nothing wrong with doing this stuff part-time, and I know that I'm just going off the cuff here, so I'm probably just going to ramble on some. If that's what you want for your business, so don't get caught. I made a video about a week or so ago about not getting caught in the trap of what other people are doing and defining your success by what they're doing. And I'd say the same thing for this. There is nothing wrong. Listen, there is absolutely nothing wrong with having a car with a trunk and a push more in it and a weed eater in there, and you know, whatever you need to do some small lawns with, and that's your side business. Because look, you're working to achieve your goals and your dreams, to put food on your table, to provide for your family, and however you can do that, that's fine. Now, you know, I will say this, you still need to get what you're worth. I'm not advocating, you know, having a bunch of rundown equipment and then you go out and you do substandard pricing where you undercut the industry and undercut everybody else, because that really, I mean, that honestly, it just hurts the industry when we do that. And when I say undercut, I'm not talking about going $5 under. I'm talking about going and doing a $70 yard for $25, and you know, when you do that, it drives down the price of the industry. And honestly, you're not going to be making what you're worth. Okay, I'm not saying it just to keep people like me in business. I'm saying this because you will not be getting what you're worth. You won't be able to expand. You won't be able to one day, if you want to upgrade to a small truck and a trailer and get you a zero turn, you're not going to be able to do that with prices like that. So, but whatever you got to work with, you go with that, and you do the best that you can with what you have, and do a good job. Do a good job. I mean, every piece of equipment, you know, has got its pros and cons. I run Hustler mowers. There's some things I like about the Skags. Just honestly, watching people use them a lot. You know, a lot of people in videos, and I think a Skag, I really want to demo one of them on a big Bahia field that I got, just to see what that velocity deck does, if it makes a difference, that big of a difference on Bahia in particular. But at the end of the day, you can take any piece of equipment that's functional and does what it's supposed to do, and you can make a property look good. Now, it might take longer to do it with a particular piece of equipment. You might have to double cut. I mean, you know, it might be time consuming, but you know, you can still do a good job, and that's going to keep you. I've gone to cut for people one time. They said, "Hey man, I'm busy, I'm behind, work's hectic. Could you come cut my grass?" And most of the time, these are people I know, and so I go do it for them. And then when they get home and see the yard, they say, "Hey, just go ahead and put us on the schedule." Right? Because the quality that they're getting, they pull up, and I mean, we're not big into striping down here on Bahia grass, but they pull up and they can see the tire tracks in it. Everything's edged, everything's been trimmed around, because a lot of homeowners are busy and they just go out there and they run the mower around everything, and some of them may use Roundup as a weed eater. Some of them might just let it grow, you know, and they come home and all of a sudden it pops, and they're like, "Man, I'm willing to spend that $50 a week, or $50 every 2 weeks, or 60, whatever it is." So do a good job at what you do. So anyway, just doing a little bit of truck talk today. Just kind of a day in the life of me. This is a little bit of the other side. I just left the office. I get to the office first thing in the morning. I usually read a chapter or two of the Bible, you know, pick a phrase, a passage out of there to really think about, consider, and you know, try to you know, make application of it in my life. If some of you that are on YouTube follow me on Facebook, you probably see me check in the mornings at a place called a pastor's cave. That's where I start my day out almost every day. Sometimes you know, if somebody's having surgery way off or something, back before COVID, I might get up at 3 o'clock in the morning so I could be at the hospital 2 hours away for somebody that's got to be there at 5:30 for surgery. But normally I start at the pastor's cave. Today, obviously, I got to go to the doctor, so I'm going to head up here. As soon as I leave the doctor's office, I'm headed to a restaurant called Hog and Bones every Thursday morning. Group from our church, whoever wants to come, not working. It kind of started as a senior adult thing, but when school's out or in summer, you'll have folks my age. You'll have kids there. You know, you'll have all kind of people that come to it. And we go up there and we eat, and then I'm gonna leave there, and I'm gonna run by the nursery and pick up some plants. So I'm gonna take you along for that this time, and well, I hope he'll be open then. I don't know, I didn't think about that, but anyway, we'll see. Got to stop and get some gas on a quarter of a tank. So just gonna kind of let you run around with me today. Might be boring, you know, and if it is, I apologize for that. This should be the longest segment of the video. The next ones are just gonna kind of be snapshots. So anyway, I'll check back with you in just a second. All right, here we are at Headley Family Medicine. Got my mask on. Look at there, getting text messages. Ministry never stops. That's one thing about ministry. It is around the clock. But anyway, that's all good. Not complaining at all about that. But anyway, I got to go in here and I got to get some blood work done. Then I'll come back next week and get it checked out. So let me run in here and get checked in. Did I tell you? Did I tell you? I hate needles. This brother don't like needles now. I don't like being poked and prodded in no kind of way. Look at there. Funny story. So I go in to check in. She says, how you doing, Dust? I'm doing pretty good, other than y'all gonna stick a needle in my arm and, you know, just kind of laugh, just having some fun. And then the young lady comes out to get me. Mr. Greenlee? Yes, ma'am. I said, hey, are you the one sticking me today? She said, yes, sir. I said, well, you're not my friend. You can be my friend after you get done, but right now you are not my friend. And so she does it. She does a good job. You know, you feel a little stick, hits the vein the first time, which I got pretty good veins. And we're sitting there talking, and she said, well, my instructor taught me how to do this when, you know, I was in clinicals and yada, yada, yada. So after she gets done, I said, well, how long you been doing this? She said, a month. I said, what? I said, I'm glad you didn't tell me that before you stuck me. Y'all would have had to get somebody else in here. She did a great job, but it was just funny that I don't like to do it to begin with. And then, you know, I was like, well, you know, thanks for, you know, this being your first day on the job. So anyway, just a funny little story. Like to have fun. Life's too short to be grumpy and sour. So you make the best out of your situation, even if it's doing something that you don't want to do, like getting stuck. So anyway, on to Hog and Bones. All right, here we go. Stop number 2, pulling out in front of traffic. The Hog and Bones, voted Wayne County's favorite barbecue for 2020. Here we go. Ugh, man, somebody done parked in my parking spot. They don't know I got my own parking spot here. What in the world, man? Well, we're gonna circle around, come back and get one of them other spots. But anyway, we are at Hog and Bones. I will go in there and get my small coffee. Y'all know I got to have my coffee. Brother got to have that coffee. And my bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. And that's what I eat. Y'all can come on out, because I want that spot y'all parked in. There you go. Back up. Back up. All right, let me get off this thing. Get in here and get some of this, well, I ain't getting no famous barbecue, but I'm going to get some breakfast. I know it ain't like y'all never seen anybody get gas filling up the Nissan, man. $2.73 a gallon. I run to 89. That's just what I run. Some people run 87. That's what you run. That's fine if you run 93. Doesn't matter to me. See, this thing only holds, it was on a quarter of a tank, put 14 gallons in it. It's got like an 18-gallon tank. It don't take very long to run it out of gas. When I am pulling that trailer, man, thing burns some fuel, about 10 miles to the gallon. 16 gallons, can't go but 160 miles. Yes, I would like a receipt. Man, I got to have a receipt. I got to shelter that tax money, man. But anyway, just thought I'd share that. Gas prices here, $2.48 for Regular, $278 for mid-grade. I don't even know what the premium is. $3.18 a gallon. So anyway, that's what we got going. I got to run in here in the store a minute, so I'll check back with y'all in a few minutes. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Rolling up into my small local nursery right here, Tyre's Greenhouse. We'll pull up in here, flash this thing around a little bit. Let's see what we got. A bunch of plants and stuff out there. Of course, they got the greenhouses back here. A lot of stuff that's not been opened up yet. A lot of stuff's not out yet, but anyway, we got something we're gonna pick up over there. So, can't even remember the proper name of it. Some landscaper I am, huh? All right, let's get out and see what we got. All right, I don't know if you can see that, but got some shrubs in the back. He told me what they were. I don't even know what they were. I'm some landscaper, huh? Man, I have the worst time remembering the names of these things. I'm gonna, I need to go ahead and do the pay version of picture this so I can save all these things, man. But anyway, nice looking whatever they are. I'm gonna actually take them home, trim them, and shape them like I want them. And then I'll take and put them in the pots. That way I don't have cleanup on site. So I don't have to worry about cleaning up the lava rock when I drop all those leaves in it. And all that kind of stuff. And that may be a little project I end up doing this afternoon. I got to go back to the office and button up a few things. And then I might get out and see what I can get done. But anyway, I'll show them to you when I get back to the office. Just let you look at them. They look good and healthy though. And so shout out to Mr. Randy King for helping me with that, and we'll check back with you. All right, YouTube, kind of winding down the day here, 2:30. Got to move back to the office, button up some stuff for this Sunday. It's Thursday here when I'm recording. Got the pittosporum plants in the back, and I'm about to go up here and take care of getting these put in. Yep, that's what we got going. I need to run by, I think I'm gonna go ahead and run by and grab a bag of potting soil. I don't know how much dirt's in these pots, and I don't know, I may go by and look at it first and just put my eyes on it and see what we got there. But I may have to go get some potting soil if I do. If I do, I do. But anyway, I got the plants, gonna get those put in the pots. That'll be one thing off my list to do for these new properties. And then I'm pretty much down to mulching all three of them. And I've had trouble coordinating getting the mulch. I don't normally do mulch that big of jobs, and I don't want to go out and buy stuff for it when I'm not planning on doing that. So anyway, that's kind of our last little project of today. So I'll let you know how it goes. Yes, sir. Supporting local business, Wayne Feed and Seed. Got some of that black cow topsoil decided to put in there. The pots had potting mix in them, but I think the way I want these plants to sit up in the pots, I'm gonna need to add a little bit to them. So, and they're in they got a good root ball and already in good soil, so should be fine doing it like this. So let me get down here and get it done. Well, I was gonna try to get y'all a finished shot of that, but the bank is slam packed this afternoon. I mean, there's constantly people in and out the door. So, you know, I'm not gonna be up there recording under those circumstances. But anyway, I got it. I didn't even, matter of fact, there's so many people there, I didn't even try to snap a picture. I may come by later this evening and just pop a picture of it. So I got one to throw up on Instagram and on my Facebook page for people to see. And if I happen to do that, I may take and plug it into the video where you can see the picture. But anyway, that's going to be a wrap for me today. Rain's supposed to be coming in here pretty shortly. I've got to get up here and do something with those beds pretty quick, though. We pull weeds and stuff out of them, and they're already coming back, and it's only been a week and a half. Even though it's cold, it's a lot of rain. So I got to get a weed barrier down there. Probably put some preen on it. You know, to kind of stop them from coming back. Hopefully, once I get rid of what's there. But anyway, that's it for today. Uh-oh, I almost forgot. I just drove off from the credit union, and I forgot to go next door. So I was trimming crepe myrtles the other day. A lady comes out and says, hey, can you trim my hedges back? And I said, well, if you're not in a hurry, I probably can. And I told her I'd get over here and look at them, give them a price. I don't even have to get them up off the ground. They said, hey, we can get rid of the debris and all that. We just don't have the tools to trim them with. So I thought, yeah, that is definitely the way to go. Just getting there and knock them down. And I mean, knees need to be knocked down. So I just did a U-turn, and I'm headed back, and I'll plug this in before the closing of the video, obviously. But pull up here. I'm gonna pull up here real quick in her yard, and I'm just gonna kind of pan the camera around if I can. Like I said, I was just out working at the credit union. She's next door, and she comes out and says, hey, you know, you think you could do this for me? I said, if you're not in a hurry, she said, you can look at my bushes until I'm not in a hurry. So this is the yard over here. I don't know if anybody's home. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yep. So major cutback. Some of those, a couple of those are gonna be cut in half. So let me get up here. All right, so that was a bust. I should have just a dance center. I should have just kept going because I guess it's the husband was at home, but the wife wasn't. And he said, oh, we just want them trimmed up. And I was like, well, you know exactly what you want trimmed. You got a hedge here, and then you got a vine growing out of it up into the tree. Oh, well, I was like, you know, I need to, ooh, don't run over me. I was like, I need to kind of know, you know, exactly what you need to give you a price. I mean, I could have just said, oh, you know, $500, I guess. I mean, it probably ain't $100 worth of work for what I think they want done, but can't just throw out some kind of random price, you know. But anyway, I told him I'd stop back by when I could catch her at home, and we'd go over and make sure and you know, do what she wanted. And it's right next door to where I work all the time. You know, I'm up there at least once every 2 weeks right now. Will be every week, so I'm sure it's something I can just knock out while I'm there. So I was gonna give her a price when I was up there the other day, but it was after dark when we left, so I was like, nah, that ain't happening. So anyway, all right, back to the closing. I hope you enjoyed just a little bit of truck talk and seeing what's going on. Just an odd day in my life, I reckon. So hey, appreciate y'all tuning in to the channel. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, that you might see all of your blessings as from him. Have a great day.